No! 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 No!
GM, fellow KYC non-enjoyers. In this video, taking a look at the ByBit update from May the 8th. They're going to have KYC mandatory on the exchange and what effects this could have. We'll discuss this and look at some of the Dex perpetual swaps that could do well off the back of it. So a mini narrative that may spin from this. Of course, we'll do a few updates within the video here about Bitcoin and some of the big competitors in this landscape. So if you enjoy the content today, get the GMs rolling in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you're new, and let's jump in. First off, an update here on Bitcoin. The price action has been a wee bit shaky over this weekend. We've got some areas mapped out here on the chart for you. Crown has been posting some updates on Twitter as well. He stated this earlier, Bitcoin has a 74% chance of a bit of a bounce coming into the next 8 days, but this is wrecked below 26.5k, bounce target around 6%. So this fired off over the weekend. 6% puts us somewhere in the high 28s to low 29s. Interestingly enough, there is a pivot for the bulls around 29.1 to 29.2k. If we can get a daily closure above there, we are bullish once again, but anything below that target line is just a bit of a bounce, and that is all. Remember from last week, Crown's initial target was 27.2k, which we did actually break through. We're kind of hovering around there right now. And his 26.5k is the sweep target. If we do get a bit of a drive down into that, I personally will be bidding and looking for some longs. And this could be the nice area from which we get a bit of an early week sweep down and then a bit of an expansion towards maybe the end of this week. But if 26.5 does break, pretty much lights out at that point. Next monthly support all the way down here at 23k. So that is kind of a setup here, a mental model for this week. So ByBit KYC has been confirmed here. This is the blog post, 24th of April. Which products or service will ByBit require KYC for? They say from the 8th, everything. So if you're a new participant to ByBit, you're just signing up, you're going to be mandatorily requested to do a KYC. If you're an existing customer, it does state that you'll be able to close your existing positions. However, new trading activities will be restricted by KYC. Here is the table from the 8th of May. You will not be able to deposit any crypto or fiat. You will just be able to withdraw, but there will be daily and monthly limits set. So if people have got a lot of funds on there and they don't want to do KYC, they're going to start having to extract those and obviously get the funds out before the 8th. So prior to the 7th of May, probably going to see a lot of funds leave ByBit. And this is a bit of a changing of the guard here, as ByBit was renowned for having no KYC. I think it's based in like Dubai, and it was seen as a bit of a free-for-all playground. But this is the crypto industry maturing. Either way you see it, these kind of regulations are coming in. Other ones as well. OKX posted this, well, the GOAT posted this about OKX last week, 100k USD lifetime withdrawal limits, no KYC. This week down to 50k. So the walls are starting to close down. This is going to push people towards DEXs and of course the likes of ByBit. People are typically leverage trading, and so decentralized perpetual swaps is where this could have a bit of an echo bubble play as people seek out these venues. So I'm very much interested in seeing how this narrative plays out here. You can see from the list here some of the big key names. GMX, obviously the market leader, followed by DYDX and some others in here. We're going to go through 3: Apex, KWENTA, and GMX. Now do remember, if you're using a DEX, this does mean no KYC for you, but of course they could track your IP address. So do ensure you use a VPN. I use Surfshark. They cost, look, just a couple bucks per month average. Very, very cheap. Check out the link down below for my Surfshark affiliate. You'll also get 3 months off and a better deal than coming here directly yourself. So check that out, link down below. So let's start off with looking at Apex. So first and foremost, what the heck is Apex and what is the token here? I would suggest the token is probably not that great of an investment. However, if they do get a lot of people moving from ByBit to Apex, it could have a bit of a short-term narrative here. You can see huge discrepancy between circulating supply and max supply there. A 10 million market cap circulating, 300 million FDV, a bit of a red flag there. Over the last 30 days, you can see the chart is kind of choppy sideways. Why is this one interesting, however? Well, Apex is the Dex of ByBit. So of course, they're probably going to start pushing their customers towards this one as they don't want to lose all the revenues. And so individuals not happy with KYC will probably move to Dexes. Of course, they have one set up here themselves. So this is obviously interesting. And you can see from the UI feel here, it is very similar to that of ByBit. And to be fair, UI wise, this is probably one of the best ones I've seen. A lot of the bells and whistles that you would get on a typical centralized exchange. I think key things to look at here though are not just the interface. Yeah, pretty clean. You can do your longs, you can do your shorts, you can leave it up to a 30x leverage. But if you go to the left over here, we can check out the available markets. They have Bitcoin, ETH, Arbitrum, XRP, Atom, Doge, Matic, OP, Sol, BNB, Litecoin, Aptos, Lido, and Blur down there. So a good array of different altcoins, not obviously a huge array like ByBit, the centralized exchange would have, but still pretty good. And you can trade this one via Ethereum, BSC, Polygon, and Arbitrum. So I think that gives it a bit of a leg up over the likes of GMX, as you will see, a little bit more basic. If you want to sign up to this, you like the look of the interface here, check out the link down below. I can get you 5% off all your trading fees with that link. All you have to do is click the link and then connect your MetaMask wallet. In terms of the market size here, current open interest on the Dex platform is over $16 million. So $16 million in current open interest. These are all the open contracts, either long or short here. And a key consideration for any trader is what are the trading fees? As I mentioned, I can get you 5% off with the link down below. However, the current maker fees are 2 basis points and taker fees are 5 basis points. And this is actually really competitive compared to the others, which I'll show you in just a second. So overall, as a quick glance, has plenty of markets, nice UI, decent trading fees as well, discount with the link down below. And I think for most traders, if you're looking to go long or short on those key main assets, this could be a pretty decent home that picks up on that overall volume. If you want to see a full tutorial on how to utilize Apex Pro here, drop me a comment down below and maybe I can do that early this week. Then of course, number 2, we have GMX. This is kind of a daddy of on-chain perps trading. It really was the kind of first one to really hit the markets and get serious attention and get a lot of mindshare in this space. So hats off to GMX for what they've done. They really have trailblazed here. Over the last 30 days, it did actually put in a new all-time high, but that was faded, as you can see, with the wider slowdown in the markets. If we just go to the platform here, I have previously done a full video tutorial on GMX, so I don't really want to go over too much, but check out the video on screen that'll be popping up right now, and I'll make sure I leave it at the end of this video as well. You can go long, you can go short. They also do have a basic standard swapping protocol on here as well, but the only assets are as follows: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, and Uniswap. So my kind of thinking is maybe this won't capture that much of the ByBit non-KYC customer flows, as people who are trading on ByBit are probably doing all sorts of different assets and are used to absolutely gambling on random shitcoins. So you've only got 4 blue chips on here, and also it's only on Arbitrum or AVAX. The number of chains that is on probably shouldn't have that much of an impact, but the fact it is lesser of an offering than Apex, I do see Apex as being slightly better on that front. However, on GMX, if you do really want to push the envelope here, or push the leverage slider, it goes all the way up to 50x leverage. So that is a bit of a difference. 30x leverage on Apex, 50x leverage here on GMX. Stats wise, if you do hold the GMX token, 30% of the revenues go to GMX stakers. So it does have a good token model. Over on Apex, the token is not really getting that kind of real yield. They do give inflationary rewards on top of sharing some of the revenues, but going through the documents, it wasn't all that clear. Whereas on GMX, you know exactly where you stand. 30% of profits to GMX stakers and 70% to the GLP pool. Then obviously as the market leader, this one has the most amount of open interest. So a lot of traders on here, almost $200 million in open interest currently on the platform. So this one really is the gold standard for Dex Perps. The trading fees, however, are high. 0.1% of the position size, i.e. 10 basis points for opening and closing any given positions. So you really do get hit on the way in and the way out for this one. So devil in the detail, fees are certainly high on GMX. Then third up, we have KWENTA. This is the synthetics perps arm Super interesting one. I really am looking to trade this one, as I do think there's a few catalysts here for it to do well with the kind of ByBit KYC, but also optimism rewards, which I'll crack on in just a second. They are actually incentivizing users to come to the platform right now. So the dip was eaten here from around 500 bucks up to around 580, which is where we stand right about now. Let's have a little look at the platform. UI wise, decent. Not as good as Apex, I would suggest. Looks like my ad blocker has just taken away some of the features here, but I'll continue anyway. On this one, you can do up to 25x leverage as the features come back on. And the current fees down here are 5 bips and 10 bips. Maker versus taker. But if we go to this menu here, first of all, and see all the markets, they have a huge array of markets here. So I think this could be a definite winner. Bitcoin, gold, ETH, BNB, Aave, Silver, Solana, AVAX, Atom, Axie, Link, Uni, Ape, DYDX, OP, NEAR, ARB, GBP. So you can trade currencies, pounds, euros, and Aussie dollars amongst Doge, Phantom, and some other coins on there. So in terms of the array of different assets on here, I think that's a pretty damn good offering. But this one is only on Optimism. Now, again, this shouldn't make too much of a difference, but the fact it's only on Optimism, if people haven't previously bridged, maybe that will be a barrier to entry. But overall, UI-wise, looks pretty sleek to me, and I think this could be a real winner in this space. The token itself is governance token, pretty much a useless governance token at the moment. You do get staking rewards, but they are inflationary at the moment. There is talk about having some of that real yield passed to the stakers, but that is not currently live. Then we go here, open interest, $78 million. So just over 1/3 of that of GMX, like 4.5 times that of Apex. And no surprise, the kind of market cap of this one sits in between both of those. Now, fee-wise, as I pointed out, 5 bips and 10 bips, but it is going down to 2 bips for the makers of the market this week. So this is one of the updates here that they're implementing to try and incentivize more traders. And on top of that, there's a load of optimism-based rewards being dished out to traders of the platform. So if you're just trading on here, you're going to get OP incentives over this next 20-week period. It's only still just the end of week 1 right now. Then from weeks 4 to 17, so this will be starting some point early May, up to 300,000 optimism. So you'll be heavily incentivized to trade on here. So this really could help boost the number of users on KWENTA during this time period. And of course, this filters into that mini narrative of where are people who don't want to do KYC on ByBit potentially going to go. So as we close up here, what is your favorite out of these? Do you think GMX could be a big winner, KWENTA, or ByBit invested Apex down there? Drop me a comment down below which one will be the biggest beneficiary out of KYC on ByBit. Get the GMs rolling in the comment section, and I'll see you again tomorrow, guys. Peace.